The notification lit up my phone at 2:47 a.m. Motion detected, living room. Motion detected, master bedroom. Motion detected, garage. I was sitting in a hotel room in Portland, supposedly in Tokyo for a business conference, but I never left. I opened my security app expecting a glitch. Instead, I saw my parents walking through my house with a tape measure. Mom was photographing my bedroom. Dad stood in the garage measuring where my car usually sat. Then I heard it through the audio feed. My brother Kyle's voice from the driveway. "Mom, where do you want my stuff? The U-Haul is getting heavy." My blood turned to ice. I checked the timestamp. They had been inside for 43 minutes. This wasn't a visit. This was a moving operation. They thought I was on the other side of the world, completely unaware, for another 9 days. I closed the app, picked up my phone, and smiled. They had no idea what was coming. My name is Morgan, and I'm 34 years old. I work as a senior data analyst for a tech firm here in Portland. As I sat in that hotel room just 20 minutes from my actual house, I scrolled through years of text messages. "Can you help Kyle with rent this month? He just needs a place to crash for a few weeks. You have so much space, Morgan." I had given money 23 times in 4 years. I counted. I tracked everything. It was literally my job. Kyle was 29 and had never held a job longer than 8 months. 3 failed startups, 2 evictions, 1 bankruptcy. My parents called him entrepreneurial. They called me rigid when I suggested accountability. I rewound the security footage to the beginning. At 11:16 p.m., Dad's truck pulled into my driveway. At 11:23 p.m., they unlocked my door with the spare key I gave them for emergencies. At 11:31 p.m., Kyle's U-Haul arrived. Mom's voice came through crystal clear. "She'll understand once it's done. She always does." I watched the live feed as they continued moving furniture. My couch was shoved against the wall. My dining table was being taken apart. Kyle directed traffic like he owned the place. Then, Mom made a phone call on speaker. I heard a woman's voice ask, "Is the room ready?" Mom responded, "Almost done. Morgan's bedroom has the best light. Perfect for the baby." My stomach dropped. Baby? Kyle's girlfriend was pregnant? "She doesn't know yet," Mom continued, "but family takes care of family. Morgan will do the right thing when she gets back." I took screenshots of everything. Timestamps, quotes, direct audio. I opened my laptop and created a new folder labeled Evidence. Then I checked my calendar. My parents thought I landed back in the U.S. on the 24th. They had 9 days to complete this takeover. But I had something better. I had 9 days to watch them incriminate themselves completely. I wasn't going to stop them. Not yet. I was going to let them finish. I posted photos on social media from the hotel lobby. I used a VPN to fake Tokyo timestamps. Amazing keynote this morning. Portland feels so far away. Mom liked it within 3 minutes. She commented, "So proud of you." I took a screenshot of that too. Meanwhile, I set up a command center in my hotel room. Laptop, tablet, phone, all streaming different camera angles of my house. I ordered room service and watched my family systematically erase me from my own home. My book collection got boxed up. My artwork came down from the walls. My kitchen spice rack that took me 2 years to build was thrown in a garbage bag. Kyle found my emergency cash envelope hidden in the freezer. $800 for actual emergencies. He pocketed it without hesitation. The camera caught everything. I made detailed notes with timestamps. 8:47 a.m. Kyle takes cash from freezer. $800, theft documented. My phone buzzed. Text from Mom. "Hope you're having fun, sweetie. Don't work too hard." I responded, "It's incredible here. Wish you could see it." She had absolutely no idea I could see everything. On day 3, I was watching the garage feed when Kyle sat at my kitchen table and made a phone call. Hey, yeah, it's Kyle Patterson. I'm calling about my lease. I need to break it early. There was a pause. I'm moving in with my sister. Family thing. Another pause. His face changed completely. Wait, what do you mean I owe 3 months? I paid that. He went silent, then angry. That's complete garbage. My parents paid it. But they hadn't. I pulled up my spreadsheets immediately. 6 months ago, the text read, "Can you help Kyle with rent? Just $1,400. We'll pay you back." I had sent the money directly to my parents. They confirmed, gave it to Kyle's landlord, all set. Except they never did. Kyle was now in breach of his lease. He owed $4,200 plus penalties. This move wasn't about helping Kyle succeed. It was about hiding him from consequences. Again. I recorded the entire phone call through the security system audio. Then I researched tenant law in Oregon, squatters' rights, establishing residency, how long before someone becomes a legal tenant. The answer was 30 days of mail delivery or changed driver's license address. They weren't planning a visit, they were planning an occupation. I called my real estate attorney the next morning. Her name was Rebecca Walsh, and she didn't ask why I was watching my family move into my house without stopping them. She asked better questions instead. Do you have documentation? Yes, everything. Are they causing permanent damage? I'm cataloging it now. Do you want them arrested or just removed? I paused to think carefully. I want them to face reality, but I want it done legally. Rebecca explained Oregon law clearly to me. My parents had entered with a key I provided, so that wasn't breaking and entering. But Kyle never had my permission. That made it criminal trespassing. If he established residency after 30 days, eviction would take 60 to 90 days minimum. But if I documented the violation before residency was established, I could pursue immediate removal plus damages. How long can you let this play out? Rebecca asked carefully. I need them fully moved in, I said firmly. I need them committed. I need it completely undeniable. You're very calculated, she observed. It wasn't an insult. I'm thorough, I replied calmly. We built the strategy together carefully. Her name was Natalie. She was 26 years old, 6 months pregnant, and carrying 2 suitcases when she arrived. I watched through the camera as Mom greeted her at the door with a huge hug. Welcome home, Mom said warmly. Home. My home that they were stealing. Natalie looked around uncertainly. Are you sure Morgan is okay with this? Mom waved her hand dismissively. Morgan has more space than she needs. She's always wanted to be an aunt. This is absolutely perfect. Natalie didn't look convinced at all. She looked tired, pregnant, and clearly out of options. Kyle kissed her and showed her around like he owned everything. Master bedroom is ours, he announced proudly. My bedroom, where I slept peacefully for 4 years. Natalie hesitated at the doorway visibly. This feels really invasive, she said quietly. It's family, Kyle said quickly, that magic word that apparently justified absolutely everything in their minds. I watched Natalie's face closely through the camera. She wasn't entitled or demanding. She was uncomfortable and clearly unsure. She was being told this was okay by people she was supposed to trust completely. That changed things slightly. Not the plan, because they were still trespassing illegally, but it complicated things. On day 6, I was watching the garage feed when Dad opened a cabinet I specifically labeled Property Documents Do Not Move. Inside were my deed, insurance papers, and mortgage statements, all clearly showing only my name, no co-signers anywhere, no joint ownership at all. He pulled out the deed and read it carefully. His face changed immediately. He walked back inside and found Mom in the kitchen unpacking Kyle's dishes into my cabinets. Patricia, did you know Morgan owns this place completely outright? Mom looked up from the cabinet. What do you mean? The house, it's fully hers. No mortgage at all. She bought it with cash from the inheritance. My grandmother's inheritance, the one that specifically excluded my parents because of their terrible spending habits. She left $240,000 to me with the clear stipulation it be used for permanent housing security. So what?
Mom said defensively. She's family. She should share it with us. My jaw dropped at the entitlement. Dad was quieter than Mom and clearly less certain. Patricia, we should really reconsider this entire plan. Harold, we've helped her so much over the years. She definitely owes us this. The revisionist history was absolutely stunning to witness. I was reviewing footage from the previous night when I saw something that made my blood run cold. Kyle, alone in my home office, went through my desk drawer. Inside were my passport, birth certificate, social security card, and backup credit cards. He photographed my social security card with his phone. Then he tried opening my laptop. I had security on it, but I watched him try my birthday as the password, then Mom's maiden name, then common passwords he thought I'd use. He got locked out after 3 failed